5 signs he'll cheat, even if he says he never would. He swears he'd never cheat. He says he's loyal, committed, different from other guys, and he might even believe it. But words mean nothing when character tells a different story. There are patterns, specific behavioral patterns that predict whether a man will cheat regardless of what he says. By the end of this video, you'll know the 5 signs that he'll cheat, even if he swears he never would. These aren't about catching him in the act. These are about recognizing the character traits and behaviors that make cheating inevitable. Sign 1. He has a history of cheating. Patterns predict future. The single strongest predictor that someone will cheat is that they've cheated before. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. If he's cheated in past relationships, he's statistically likely to cheat on you, regardless of what he says about having changed or you being different. He admits to cheating in past relationships. He's open about having cheated before. He frames it as a mistake he's learned from. He convinces you he's changed and would never do it to you. Research shows people who've cheated are 3 times more likely to cheat again. The character that allowed past cheating is still present. Watch if he minimizes or justifies past infidelity. My ex drove me to it, or we were having problems. It didn't mean anything, or I was young and stupid. He doesn't take full responsibility for the betrayal. Justification indicates lack of true remorse or character change. People who justify past cheating will justify future cheating. Notice if multiple past relationships ended due to his infidelity. It's not one mistake, it's a pattern across relationships. Every relationship ended because he cheated or was unfaithful. He's a serial cheater, presenting each new partner as the one who will change him. Serial cheaters don't suddenly become faithful, they just get better at hiding it. And pay attention if he started your relationship while still with someone else. If he cheated on his ex with you, he'll cheat on you with someone else. How you get them is how you lose them. The fact that you're special doesn't make him faithful. It proves he's willing to cheat. Starting relationships through infidelity normalizes cheating for both parties. Why you're falling for it? You want to believe you're different, special, the one who will change him. He's charming and convincing in his promises to be faithful. You don't want to judge him for his past. Compassion for past mistakes is healthy. Ignoring patterns is naive. When Emma met Jake, he was upfront about his past. He'd cheated on his last 2 girlfriends. But Jake said those relationships had been wrong, that he'd been young and stupid, that Emma was different. Emma felt special. She was the woman who would finally make Jake want to be faithful. For the first year, everything was perfect. Then, Emma found messages on Jake's phone with another woman. When confronted, Jake said the same things he probably told his exes. It didn't mean anything. I don't know why I did it. You're the one I really want. Emma realized she wasn't special. She was just next in line. Jake hadn't changed. He'd just convinced Emma and himself that he had. The character trait that made Jake cheat on his exes was the same character trait that made him cheat on Emma. Past behavior had predicted future behavior perfectly. So ask about relationship history. How did your past relationships end? Listen for infidelity patterns. Watch for justification. Does he take full responsibility or blame his exes? Trust patterns over promises. His history is more honest than his words. Don't believe you're the exception. You're probably not different enough to change ingrained character. Sign 2. He lacks impulse control and seeks constant novelty. Men who cheat often share a personality trait: poor impulse control combined with high need for novelty and stimulation. They struggle to delay gratification. They're easily bored, and they constantly seek new experiences and excitement. This combination makes monogamy difficult because the novelty of a new relationship wears off, and their impulse control isn't strong enough to resist temptation. He's impulsive in all areas of life, makes big decisions on a whim without thinking through consequences, spends money impulsively, changes jobs frequently, acts first and thinks later. Can't delay gratification. If he wants something, he pursues it immediately. Poor impulse control in general predicts poor impulse control in relationships. Resisting infidelity requires impulse control he doesn't have. He gets bored easily and constantly seeks novelty. Needs constant new experiences, new hobbies, new interests. Gets bored with routine and predictability. The honeymoon phase ends, and he loses interest or becomes restless. Men who need constant novelty struggle with long-term monogamy. You'll become boring and familiar eventually. Then what? Watch for addictive tendencies. Substance abuse, gambling, sex addiction, or other compulsive behaviors. Pattern of excess and inability to moderate. Seeks dopamine hits through new experiences and risky behavior. Addiction and infidelity share neurological pathways. Both involve impulsivity and novelty seeking. And notice if he's easily tempted and lacks self-discipline. Can't stick to diets, exercise plans, work goals, or commitments. Gives in to temptation easily in small things. Food, spending, laziness. Lacks the self-discipline to resist attractive opportunities. If he can't resist small temptations, he won't resist big ones. Self-discipline is character. Lack of it predicts infidelity. Why you're missing it? You find his spontaneity exciting and fun. His impulsivity seems passionate and romantic early on. You don't connect his inability to commit to goals with inability to commit to you. Impulsivity is attractive initially, but destructive long-term. David was exciting. He'd plan spontaneous weekend trips, quit jobs to pursue new opportunities, live in the moment. Sarah loved his spontaneity. It felt alive and passionate. But over time, Sarah noticed patterns. David couldn't stick to anything. He'd start projects and abandon them. He'd make plans and break them on impulse. He'd promise to save money, then buy something expensive on a whim. 2 years in, Sarah found out David had been sleeping with a coworker. When confronted, David said, "It just happened. I didn't plan it. I know I messed up." Sarah's therapist told her, David's impulsivity isn't just a personality, it's a character trait. The same impulsivity that makes him exciting makes him incapable of resisting temptation. Sarah realized David's entire life was evidence he couldn't control his impulses. Infidelity had been inevitable. So observe impulse control patterns. Can he delay gratification in any area of life? Notice boredom and novelty seeking. Does he need constant new stimulation? Watch for addictive behaviors. Substance use, gambling, compulsive patterns? Test self-discipline. Can he commit to and stick with goals? Sign 3. He maintains inappropriate relationships with other women. How a man manages boundaries with other women tells you everything about his likelihood of cheating. If he maintains close, emotionally intimate friendships with women, keeps exes in his life in inappropriate ways, or has female friends whose relationships with him feel more like flirtation than friendship, he's creating the conditions for infidelity. He has emotionally intimate friendships with women. Female friends he confides in about relationship problems. Women he texts constantly, especially late at night. Friends he shares emotional intimacy with that should be reserved for you. Emotional affairs are affairs, and they usually become physical. Emotional intimacy with other women is already betrayal. He keeps exes actively in his life, still talks to, texts, or hangs out with ex-girlfriends regularly. Says they're just friends, but the dynamic feels off. You're uncomfortable with the contact, but he dismisses your concerns. Exes are exes for a reason. Keeping them close creates opportunity. Men who maintain close ex relationships often cycle back to them. His female friends don't respect your relationship. They text him late at night, make flirtatious comments, don't acknowledge you. They act like his girlfriend in social settings. He doesn't shut down inappropriate behavior from them. Women who don't respect your relationship are waiting for their opportunity. And he won't set boundaries with other women. You've expressed discomfort with certain relationships. He gets defensive and refuses to create distance. He prioritizes their feelings over your comfort. Refusal to set boundaries means he's keeping options open. Men who won't create boundaries want to maintain access to other women. Why you're falling for it? You don't want to be the insecure or controlling girlfriend. He tells you that you should trust him and his friendships are innocent. You're trying to be the cool girl who doesn't get jealous. Healthy boundaries aren't controlling, they're self-respect. Throughout her relationship with Mark, Lisa was uncomfortable with his friendship with Jenna, a co-worker Mark texted constantly and occasionally had lunch with. Mark said Jenna was just a friend and Lisa was being insecure. Lisa tried to be the cool girlfriend who didn't get jealous. 2 years in, Lisa discovered Mark and Jenna had been having an affair for 6 months. When Lisa confronted Mark, he said, "It just evolved. We got close as friends and feelings developed." Lisa realized the friendship had always been inappropriate. The late-night texts, the emotional intimacy, the lunches, those were the affair. The sex had just been the final step. Lisa's instincts had been right all along. Mark had kept Jenna in orbit as a backup option, and when opportunity arose, he'd taken it. Lisa wished she'd trusted her gut and walked away when Mark had refused to set boundaries. So trust your instincts. If a female friendship feels inappropriate, it probably is. Require boundaries. I need you to create appropriate distance with this person. Watch his response. Does he respect your needs or prioritize the other woman? Don't accept you're being insecure. That's manipulation to avoid accountability. Sign 4. He's dishonest in small things. Lies build to bigger lies. Honesty is character. If a man lies about small things, where he was, who he was with, what he spent money on, he'll lie about big things. Small lies reveal someone comfortable with dishonesty, and cheating requires extensive lying. He lies about small, unnecessary things, lies about where he went, who he saw, what he did, even when truth would be fine. The lies are pointless. He's lying for no clear reason. You catch him in small lies regularly. Unnecessary lying indicates someone uncomfortable with honesty. If he lies when it doesn't matter, he'll lie when it does. His stories don't add up. Details change when he retells stories. Timelines don't make sense. You find inconsistencies between what he says and what actually happened. Inconsistent stories indicate he's keeping track of lies, not truth. People telling the truth don't have to remember what they said. Liars do. He's comfortable with deception in general. He lies to his boss, his family, his friends. He's proud of getting away with things through dishonesty. He sees lying as a tool rather than a moral failing. People who lie comfortably to others will lie to you. And you've caught him in lies about other women. He's lied about texting someone, seeing someone, where he was with someone. Even if nothing physical happened, the lying creates suspicion. The lies are specifically about women and interactions with them. Lying about women means he knows his behavior is inappropriate. Lies about women precede or accompany infidelity. Why you're missing it. You want to believe him, so you accept explanations. The lies are small enough you rationalize ignoring them. You're trying to be the cool girl who doesn't get jealous. Healthy boundaries aren't controlling, they're self-respect. For the entire relationship, small things about Ryan didn't add up. He'd say he was at the gym, but his gym bag would be clean. He'd say he worked late, but his computer wouldn't show late activity. He'd say he was with certain friends who later mentioned they hadn't seen him. The lies were small, and Kim would tell herself she was overthinking. Then Kim found out Ryan had been cheating with a coworker for months. The affair had involved elaborate lying, fake work trips, imaginary meetings, constructed alibis. Kim realized Ryan hadn't suddenly learned to lie for the affair. He'd been a liar all along. The small lies had been practiced for big ones. The character trait of dishonesty had been there from the beginning. Kim just hadn't wanted to see it. So track inconsistencies, write down stories, and check for changes. Call out small lies. Don't let them slide. Address dishonesty early. Watch his reaction. Does he admit and apologize, or deflect and gaslight? Notice lying patterns. Is dishonesty occasional or habitual? Before we get to the final sign, if this video helped you see patterns you've been ignoring, hit that subscribe button. We help women recognize toxic patterns before they waste years on the wrong men. Now, let's talk about the last sign.
Sign 5. He has narcissistic or entitled traits. Rules don't apply to him. Narcissistic and entitled men cheat at significantly higher rates because they believe rules don't apply to them. They deserve whatever they want, and they lack empathy for the pain their actions cause. If he displays narcissistic traits, grandiosity, entitlement, lack of empathy, need for admiration, belief in his own exceptionalism, he's statistically more likely to cheat. He believes he's special and rules don't apply to him. He thinks he's above normal standards of behavior. He justifies breaking rules or commitments because he's different. Other people cheat, but I would never, while demonstrating entitled behavior. Narcissists believe their desires justify breaking commitments. If rules don't apply generally, monogamy won't either. He lacks empathy for how his actions affect others. He can't or won't consider your feelings when making decisions. Your pain or discomfort doesn't change his behavior. He's focused on his needs, desires, and feelings exclusively. Cheating requires profound lack of empathy. Narcissists have exactly that. Without empathy, there's no internal barrier to hurting you through infidelity. He needs constant admiration and attention, requires validation from multiple women, needs to feel desired and special constantly. One person's admiration is never enough. Narcissists need external validation like oxygen. They'll seek it anywhere. And he justifies selfish behavior. When he does something hurtful, he always has a justification. I deserve this, or I worked hard, I should be able to. His needs always come first. Yours are secondary. If he justifies hurting you in small ways, he'll justify infidelity. Entitlement grows. What starts small becomes massive. Why you're falling for it? His confidence and self-assurance are attractive. You feel special being chosen by someone who thinks so highly of himself. You rationalize his selfishness as confidence or ambition. Narcissism looks like confidence until you realize it's pathology. Everything was always about Alex, his career, his needs, his feelings, his desires. When Sophia had a bad day, Alex would somehow turn the conversation to his day. When Sophia needed support, Alex couldn't provide it. He lacked the empathy to consider her feelings. Alex constantly needed admiration, from Sophia, from coworkers, from women on social media. Sophia felt like one admirer in his crowd, not his partner. When Sophia discovered Alex had been having affairs with multiple women, Alex's justification was revealing. "I have needs. You weren't meeting all of them. I deserve to feel desired." There was no remorse, no empathy for Sophia's pain, just justification. Sophia realized Alex had never seen her as a full person deserving of loyalty. She'd been a source of validation, and when one source wasn't enough, he'd simply added more. The narcissism that had looked like confidence had been pathology all along. So notice empathy levels. Can he genuinely consider your feelings? Watch for entitlement. Does he believe he deserves special treatment? Observe need for admiration. Does he require constant validation from multiple sources? Notice if rules apply to him. Does he believe he's above normal standards of behavior? If you're recognizing these signs and wondering if he's not just likely to cheat, but already keeping you as a backup option while he explores other possibilities, watch our video on the 5 signs he's keeping you as a backup option and you don't realize it. Understanding if you're plan B instead of plan A could change everything. Links in the description. These 5 signs, history of cheating, poor impulse control, inappropriate relationships with women, chronic dishonesty, and narcissistic entitlement, predict infidelity more accurately than anything he says about loyalty. Words are easy. Character is truth. If he checks 3 or more of these boxes, he's going to cheat on you. Maybe not today, maybe not this year, but eventually. The question isn't if, it's when. And you can either wait for the betrayal, or you can believe the character evidence you're seeing right now and walk away before you're invested in someone whose personality makes fidelity nearly impossible. Look honestly at the man you're with. Does he have a history of cheating? Is he impulsive and novelty-seeking? Does he maintain inappropriate relationships with other women? Does he lie about small things? Does he show narcissistic or entitled traits? If you answered yes to 3 or more, you're with someone likely to cheat. Don't wait to be proven right. Don't waste years hoping he'll be different with you. Character predicts behavior, and the character you're seeing predicts infidelity. You deserve better than spending your life waiting for the betrayal you can already see coming. If this video helped you see patterns you've been ignoring, subscribe to this channel. We help women recognize toxic patterns before they waste years on the wrong men. Drop a comment telling me which sign you recognized. Or if you ignored these signs and got cheated on anyway, share what you wish you'd done differently. Your story might save another woman from the same pain. You're not paranoid for noticing these patterns. You're perceptive. Trust your instincts. Character reveals everything. And when someone shows you through their history, their impulse control, their boundaries, their honesty, and their empathy that they're likely to cheat, believe them. Walk away before they prove you right. You deserve someone whose character makes fidelity natural, not someone whose character makes cheating inevitable.